Okay, so there's a lot of story in these readings. So what I do usually is I just sort of scan down because I don't want this reading to get so long. Spider's body is made like the number 8. Thank you, Spirit. The infinity symbol, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connecting at the waist, 8 legs. Spider is the symbol for the infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the web of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusions in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into the other dimensions. And it's very interesting that came out together with the sorcerer. You guys want me to show this to you? So this is about using magic kind of in an unbalanced way for your own selfish purposes in order to try to dominate and affect the fate and the outcome of other people. So I'm going to read that to you, but interesting that this is coming together in this way. So perhaps there's somebody in your life who's been trying to create a web or some control over you, and we see clearly that either that's not going to work or that it is part of your transformation cycle. Very interesting. A thunderclap, a bolt, so to speak, from the universe, coming from your partner. So maybe your partner's really working very hard in the background for your benefit. Some of you clearly are experiencing negative intentions of another. So let's keep going, and we'll suss it all out. My guides are saying. Okay, let's see. Yeah, spider weaves the webs of fate. The other thing is you may be taking charge of your destiny. The web of fate represents a wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. It is typically humans to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. If we are not decisive enough about changing our own lot in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Perfection. Thank you, Spirit. So, swan is about a mystical being, of course. Most of us know the fairy tale about Swan and the ugly duckling. So, swan's about grace. It's about taking a journey into the dream time to look for the future. Swan flew through the dream time and rested for a moment in the coolness of the pond, looking for a way to find the entry point to the future. Look at this, is really giving me a chill right out of the gate. So it was the first time that Swan had flown alone into the dream time, and she was a bit concerned about the landscape that she found there. She flew high above Sacred Mountain and saw the biggest swirling black hole. Thank you, Spirit. My goodness. She came across Dragonfly and asked what the black hole was, and Dragonfly replied that it was the doorway to the other planes of imagination. I've been a guardian of the illusion for many, many moons, said Dragonfly. If you want to enter there, you would have to ask permission and earn the right. Swan was not sure she wanted to enter. She asked Dragonfly what was necessary for her to earn entry, and Dragonfly replied, you must be willing to accept whatever the future holds as it is presented, without trying to change the Great Spirit's plan. So basically, Swan agreed to surrender to the flow of the sacred spiral and to trust what she was being shown. Boy, am I resonating with this. Oh my goodness, Pisces. So Swan went into the swirling energy in order to break the pond's illusion. She was engulfed by the whirlpool in the center of the pond, and she reappeared many days later. But when she reappeared, she was graceful, white, and long-necked, and Dragonfly was stunned, asked about her journey. And Swan replied, I learned to surrender my body to the power pardon me while I turn the page, to the power of the Great Spirit, and I was taken where the future lives. I saw many wonders high on Sacred Mountain, and because of my faith and my acceptance, I have been changed. I have learned to accept the state of grace. My goodness gracious. So, most of you that have been following along, you know the story of Snake. So we see all these indications of getting caught in the web of spirit, perhaps through your own actions, by trying to control things, trying to control outcomes that aren't yours to control, or perhaps being in the web of someone who's attempting to work their will over your life, your movement, your outcomes. Whoever this person is, it's incumbent upon you, and it will inspire you to go on your own journey very clearly. And Snake is all about being a very powerful shamanic being. So I think whatever may be your struggles when it comes to the quantum life, you are this week, because we're here standing literally in the Lion's Gate today, a grand transformation, and you are being caught in the web. It may be frightening to you. So let's take a little look at the sorcerer and see what the mystical shaman oracle has to say about that. And it's a similar message. It's about turning the energy in a positive direction. So the sorcerer represents the source of dark power, the hidden, the unseen. It can represent the destructive aspect of the human psyche and self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and the ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. The invitation, when sorcerer enters your circle, is that you are being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your own world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, lust, greed, bigotry, or hatred of any kind. Perhaps you may have harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and that the universe is abundant. The sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You are being given a second chance. It is time to correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside of you. Make peace with it now and choose another way. My goodness. So, extremely powerful day for you, Pisces. Clearly all through the week. My guides are talking about through the remainder of the year. We are all meant to have this massive shift and change. Okay? So, I want to get one more card from the Journey of Love. So this is the energy that is that you share between your partner, okay? So either you are looking at them or they are looking at you, these aspects of you, and they're asking you to change very clearly. And, as always, it can go vice versa. This message is general, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. But okay, my guys want this. Hang on. Yeah, I love this. Okay, so fire and ice. How much do we love that? So here we are in Leo season with the North Node in Cancer, the Lion's Gate on this day. My guides are talking about the fire of healing, sacred healing. There's something about this that's going to be initiated, and it is going to bring the great thought because you are loved. Somebody is loving you. And again, this reading is such that we're talking about the joining of your energies, always in a sense, but somebody's love is going to help you transform yourself because they see you. They see what your challenges are, and I think your partner's really asking you for some change. So, snake bite people are shamanically led individuals who are able to transmute their lives, transform, and transmutation through ingesting the poisons of snake and many snake bites. So with the fact that we have spider here and all of these concepts coming forward, You've been caught in a web. And you are either freeing yourself, beautiful Pisces. Okay, my guys are saying a couple of things. Or it is your partner, because look at your partner looking down into the snake bite. Your partner might be giving you some difficult truth. Okay, especially if this is vice versa, and you're loving on a Pisces who is the encapsulation of the consciousness of the unified field, the sacred realm, the energy that humanity. Okay, if my guys are talking about the pond, the energy, the tapestry, all that kind of stuff, the swirl that we live in, the swirl of energy, thank you, Spirit, that we live in while we all work to transform. So there is some part of you that is being transformed, or your lover is demanding that you do this, or it's you taking charge of releasing maybe some addiction, some negative behavior. My guides are talking about jealousy. There you go. So that clearly, that's the theme of the reading. We are talking about your love. Look at that, Pisces. Check it out. Let's just unpack them, okay? Yep, there we go. My guides are saying, there's the story. I'm just going to lay them right down, okay? Let's just go right for it. My guides really wanted all of these. So, Pisces, you've been embattled, right? Either you or your lover. You've been embattled. And you're looking at this journey that you've been through, standing there wounded, tired, exasperated. Why is this my karma? All of that stuff about the Nine of Wands, okay? But what's true about this card is this notion, my guides are saying, is that you have literally weathered all of these storms, and you're still standing. And they came to you like they came to Swan, like they come to Spider, like the snake came and jumped on my head. That's in that playlist I just told you about. When transformation, after you've been struggling with whatever the factors are of your life, there comes a point when that struggle is over and you have to decide, either I am going to go into the mystery of this or I'm going to fail. And it is my choice. That's what my guides are talking about. So that's what we're talking about in this reading. And it is about your love. There you are, the manifestation of Pisces energy. The Queen of Cups, I was just talking about her yesterday. She's very wise, extremely loving, extremely creative, very tender, but she's also really strong. And she sits there on the shore. The tides arrive to her. They take away what she doesn't need, and she sits there peering into her cup, which has a cover on it. She doesn't take the cover off that cup for just anyone and to waste her energy. So she continues her own self-evolution as she sits in her place and continues to develop and increase the love energy that is within her, that she has the capacity to share. So this is, did you see how this Nine of Wands is looking right at her? You are literally going through a very serious transformational cycle. Very, very intense. And it's not hard to define when we look at the cards. So while you stand in this place and something causes you to look into your Queen of Cups, literally and figuratively, you look into your cup and it brings to you a sudden awareness, because here we are at the Lion's Gate. It's not a mistake that this reading's coming out on this day. Something awakens you and you are able to perform some judgment, if you will, about your own life, your own being, what it is you want. And in a sense, my guides are saying, there's the portal that Swan had to decide to surrender herself to be able to go through the portal and find what was in there. And she was awakened, wasn't she? She was awakened into the trueness of her being. And sometimes that happens through a heartbreak. The process itself can feel heartbreaking. You may be plunging the swords into your own heart in some way. When I see these things here, I certainly go look at some of those videos. If you want to see the example of another human being going through this, go look at my reading from back in March, after I had a card spread like this and dreams started coming forward, all kinds of things happened. It did break my heart. I still have a broken heart, so I'm going to leap out into the world with my broken heart just to walk through my own life because I know I'm transforming. And so my guides are talking about the heart of basic human goodness. This is, it's really interesting because I just sent somebody this gift, this book, somebody really dear to me, dear to my spirit guides. So they're talking about the Buddhist concept of the tenderness of the broken heart, because when you realize the basic goodness of all humanity, it's heartbreaking. One of the passages from the books talks about, when you get to this point as a warrior, and certainly the sorcerer is a warrior of a certain type. When you get to this place of warriorship in your life, anything that touches you overwhelms your heart because you feel it so deeply. It's really interesting. So let me just pull these down so you can see everything, okay? So there's a great process going on, and you are aware of it. Absolutely. It's why you're looking into your cup, and you begin to ponder yourself. You begin to ponder your relationship. What is it that I need to do? I really want to grow. I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be stuck in my own fear, my own limitation, my own negative thinking. I don't want to be caught in the web of fear and doubt that I have created. And it brings you this moment, this Ace of Pentacles moment of inspiration. When you connect and you go into that place with yourself, a divine inspiration, a divine gift is given to you, and you get to walk out of that garden gate and go start your new life. This is really exciting, Pisces, in whatever realm it is. And part of the inspiration that's being given to you is how it is that you've been stealing from yourself by not being fully present, by trying to operate inside of your fears, inside of the mind of lack, etc., etc., etc. You'll know how this is indicative of your own personal challenge for those of you with whom this resonates. Okay? So when the full moon comes, actually a week from now, within the realm of this reading time frame, my guides are saying, more secrets are going to be revealed to you. And you see how this, just by happenstance, this is aligned with snake, this is aligned with the swan, and there's the high priestess. The secrets are going to come out, and they may be sacred secrets about all of life, about yourself. I just posted something in the comment section of my channel. Please go watch it. It's from Hannah Gadsby, I think, if I remember her name correctly. So, you're going through something phenomenal, and you are coming back home to yourself through this sacred snake bite, the spider bite, the spider's web, the snake bite that causes you. It's really interesting. You got caught in the web of some kind, and it causes you to have a desire to go into the dream time and transmute the poisons, whatever they may have been. Literally utilize them to transmute and change yourself. And this, my guides are saying, that which is hidden, being revealed to you, the divine secrets being revealed about your own self. So this is, wow. All right, Pisces, let's take a look at your lover. Let's see who's with you while you're doing this. My goodness. So fire and ice and thunder, similar concepts. So it may be that you've been living this kind of shrouded life. Ooh, absolutely. This person is causing you to have an awakening. They're coming in. And it may be that you are having an awakening because finally you want, you want balance. I think your partner is looking at you and saying, you know what, I love you. You're rocking my world, but I cannot connect with you when you are this far out of balance. So it is causing them to need to perform a lot of efforts to remain balanced inside this relationship as they try to grow something with you, whether you're already in a committed relationship or it's somebody new, or it's their quantum energy contacting you and saying, get ready because I'm coming. And those things do happen, as we all know. Many people feel their quantum partner in the process of arriving. So this is what my guides are talking about. I think you're getting some messages. Many of you, please leave some comments, okay? I think you're getting some messages or some awareness that somebody's about to step forward. Okay, Spirit. Okay, see that? I'm going to let that fall. Do you see what that is? Look. All right, so destiny's coming forward for you and for your partner. Do you see that? Inspiration and destiny about what is coming forward. And your partner sees some destiny between you and them. And it is a grand design. The grand design my guides are talking about. The Hierophant. So there's something going on that's causing the two of you to awaken. It is your desire for yourself, my guides are saying, but also the desires of your partner. That what they really want, what they know is possible, while they are doing their best to stand in the grand design, my guides are saying, while one of you goes through this massive transformation, your partner, just to read it sort of straight, my guides are saying, if that's you and that's your partner knows. They're watching you. They are having to rebalance themselves quite a bit in order to get the message through to you because they see the destiny, the inspiration of what is meant to come forward. And they look straight into it. They're standing together with you, one hand firmly on the wand of spirit. And they have visions about the future. So you may be with someone who's very psychic because a lot of these cards indicate a lot of psychic ability. So my guides are telling me, I'm going to pick from the bag of runes, but they want me to read to you about snake. They're telling me it's important. I didn't transmit the messages myself well enough out of my own memory and experience. So let me just give you a couple of, my guides call them nuggets out of the book. So this is snake. I'm going to show it to you. Do you see that? Transmutation. Snake medicine people are very rare. Their initiation involves experiencing and living through multiple snake bites, which allows them to transmute all poisons, whether they are mental, physical, spiritual, or emotional. The power of snake medicine is the power of creation, just like spider. And in between snake and spider is swan. My guys, I'm kind of thinking to myself, gosh, I hope you do. Please tell us what you're experiencing. And if you have not come into any inkling of this in your life, understand it's coming at you. It's available to you if you should choose to take up the journey. So the transmutation of the life, death, rebirth cycle is exemplified by the shedding of snake's skin. It is the energy of wholeness, cosmic consciousness, and the ability to experience anything willingly and without resistance. It is the knowledge that all things are equal in creation and that those things which might be experienced as poison can be eaten, ingested, integrated, and transmuted if one has the proper state of mind. Thoth the Atlantean, who later returned as Hermes, was the father of alchemy. He used the symbology of two snakes intertwining around a sword to represent healing, sacred healing. And if you look at the Two of Cups, that's the symbol. It is about the alchemy of yourself and yourself, balancing, healing, utilizing love energy. And I believe that coming forward, that's what's being transmuted. Whatever this is about in your life. So when we're talking about you, and then we're adding to your story, you and them, look at the energy that this person holds. They are coming to join you for this journey. They're bringing the thunderbolt. And if you look at the reading that I just posted in this little playlist, it's about my own snake bite transmutation and my own cards. And at the end of that reading, there is an explanation of the water element life and my guides are now calling it transmutation cycle. And it does have to do with thunder, and it does have to do with ice, and it does have to do with fire, the sun's energy that melts the ice, brings the thunderbolt, literally, that causes the covalent bonds of your chemical makeup as an H2O symbol carrying that energy here on the earth to transform and to bring the bonds of yourself back together. Melt the hail, melt the ice so it can go through its life cycle and form again into stable water. Fascinating. And here I see it in the cards. So, snake, the medicine teaches you on a personal level that you are a universal being. And through accepting all aspects of your life, you can bring about the transmutation of the fire energy. Wow. This fire energy, when functioning on a material plane, creates passion, desire, procreation. Some of you are having babies. So my guys just said, gear up and take that widely, whatever that means for you. So also representing physical vitality. On the emotional plane, it becomes ambition, creation, resolution, dreams. On the mental plane, it becomes intellect, power, charisma, leadership. When the snake energy reaches the spiritual plane, it becomes wisdom, understanding, wholeness, and connection to the Great Spirit. If the symbol has come into your cards, there is a need within you to transmute some thought, some action, some desire, so that wholeness may be achieved. This is heavy magic. But remember, magic is no more than a change in consciousness. So it is time to become the magician or the enchantress. Transmute the energy and accept the power of the fire element. It's really fascinating. So, we do see a lot of fire in the cards, don't we? So maybe there's somebody who holds somewhere in their chart some significant manifestations of fire energy. Leo, right? Here we are in Leo seasons. Could be a Leo. Could be Sag. Could be Aries. But we see a lot of indications of fire and of water all through this reading, don't we? And then the beautiful manifestation in some ways of grounded energy. Pentacles representing, okay, my guides are calling it bounty, balanced bounty. So some very sacred secrets are going to be revealed to you, and I believe at the full moon, right? Something's going to dawn upon you as you go through this week. And you're going to go stand in front of the temple of the high priestess in this way and in this way. And there she is again, looking down into the cards. And I don't know if I said this, but look, she loves. Sacred loving, quantum loving, partners who stimulate each other for change. And it might be a rough process, right? This is not, it doesn't necessarily indicate catastrophe, but it does represent shamanic change through connection with a partner. I have no doubt about that. I've seen it in my own life. I've experienced it. I actually just came through a similar process myself. So, Pisces, stop stealing from yourself. And yeah, look back when the moon comes. Look deep. Try to figure out what your fears are. Take it to the priestess. Because she's here to release you from this battle. And she's going to reappear in your life as the Queen of Cups. This is just so magical. All right, Spirit, please give us something from the bag of runes. One piece of energy, one more thing. Okay. That's the room for transformation, Pisces. I kid you not. Wow. All right, so let's put it right here between the two of you. Okay? Because if you have met someone and you have a deep desire and you feel like that's your partner, or there's something within your current partner that you are trying to elucidate, whichever way this goes, the moment is here. You can achieve it. That's breakthrough is indicated when you draw this rune. So I'm using the Book of Runes by Ralph Blum, if you're new to my channel. This is the rune Dagaz. This is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. Yeah, you are having some kind of shamanic initiation, shift, change. Some part of your life is ending, and you're becoming yourself. That's what's beautiful in this. Drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift or a breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation in attitude, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not from the present vantage point, predictable, of course. Swan didn't know that she was Swan, did she? When snakes jumped onto my head in a dream, I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. I knew what the indication was. Very fascinating process that you're going through, Pisces. All right, so in each life there comes at least one moment which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. It is time to rely, therefore, on radical trust, even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced when you draw this rune. The darkness is behind you. Oh my goodness, look at this. Isn't that intense? Look at it. It's behind you now, if you take up the opportunity. Daylight has come into your life. You are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future or to behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation. It is important to undertake to do it joyfully. Wow. Pisces. All of this, right? My guides are saying all of that. And look, the energy that's coming through your partner. Okay, so, people relate this to marriage and all kinds of things like that, but it's the high priest, the sacred male, and we see the sacred high priest of the feminine here. So you do have these energies swirling around between you that are causing these transformations, and I believe, Pisces, for those of you that this resonates in your own life, it is this person, it is destiny that brings them forward with these intense messages. And this, look at that. I mean, just seriously look at that. So quantum partnerships, that's what my guides call the thing that people say soulmate, twin flame, etc. It is literally about the tapestry. The way the energy that is within you vibrates, that calls forward, attracts to itself all of its experiences in a sense, but certainly when someone who vibrates within my guys are just saying the word constellation. Magic happens. That's what magic is about. So, I guess I'm going to refrain from expounding on that. I think I've said enough words. Go look at that other video. You know what? I'll put an eye in the sky here so you can go look at it. It's kind of long. I'm going to wait till after dinner when you're sitting around with your cup of tea or whatever. Watch that video, okay? It's going to have some information there for you. So thank you, Pisces, for everything you're doing. And if you're the cross watcher and you're the beautiful cohort partner of a Pisces, we'd love to hear from you too. What do you see? What's going on? Because you are speaking to them about this. There's some information about their transformation that you hold within you. Fascinating. And it's bringing out this intense, sacred knowledge, so that together you walk forward. Because look, you're looking forward into that. Amazing, huh? So, gang, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I love that you folks come and pick up your messages, my guides always say. Please say thank you by clicking the like button for me. If you have not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe. And I will give more information about my journey that was initiated by the snake bite energy in my own life. So I'm feeling you, Pisces. You're rocking it, and thank you for everything that you do to transform yourself and transform the world around us, because you already know this stuff, don't you? I don't have to tell you. So remember, you are your purpose. Lean in to your journey. That's my best advice, given the life that I've had, is lean straight into it. Don't resist it, or you're going to lose the potential, okay? So have a great week. Let me know what's going on. I'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone.